Welcome to the seventh episode of Brainstorming with Bergeron. I'm Stephen Bergeron, founder and advisor at Mountain Ties, where our focus is channel sustainability through sales and marketing alignment and leadership growth strategies. Each podcast will take a deeper look into one of the more recent Mountain Ties blogs. The sessions will be no more than 10 minutes, with our goal being to ignite new ways of thinking that help empower your employees and fuel new business growth. Today's podcast, Internal Company-Wide Communications. During an earlier session, we reviewed the 5 basic phases of a sales ecosystem, and when properly followed and executed against, the sales cycle should be shortened, close rate will improve, and your gross margins will increase. The first session was about understanding your company. We called that mind mapping. The next 3 sessions were between you and your customer or prospect, building value, trust, and confidence in each other. This week, we will take a more in-depth look at the final phase, internal communications, also known as keeping everyone on the same page. Friendly reminder that the phases are meant to be strategic and at a high level, building upon each other, as opposed to the steps, which are tactical and detailed and live within each phase. Internal communications is part of the sales cycle and the company culture. Any employee that is customer facing at some point in time really becomes a salesperson. We've spoken multiple times about being a team, trust and confidence within our own organization. And this is the phase that builds that team spirit and continues to grow the culture. The goal here is to remove the departmental silos that build up over time. And trust me, they can appear very quickly. Eternal vigilance is necessary at this phase, if nothing else. So in my way of thinking, there's 2 types of company-wide meetings. There's the quick hit alignment. Weekly stand-up, 15 to 20 minutes. Monday or Tuesday is typically best, sets the tone for the week. Remember, less is more. We may need to split the topics and the departmental coverages up if you have a number of different departments that should be represented during these meetings. Be transparent. Cover the good, the bad, and the ugly. Your employees know about it anyways. Don't hide. Talk to them about what's going on. Look at what's happening inside of the company. Share with everybody. Department heads can share. It's virtual, okay? Absolutely. That's weekly. Again, 15 to 20 minutes, no more than that. Once a month, though, I would suggest an all-hands meeting, a little bit longer in detail, 30 to 45 minutes. Again, department heads. But here is where the transparency gets a little bit finer. Cover your KPIs. Cover your year-to-date statistics. Don't make it overpowering. Remember, KPI is key performance indicators, not everything under the sun. I would also give sales and marketing an opportunity in this all-hands meeting to give a market update, new and emerging trends, competitive update, something special that you learned with one of your biggest competitors. Again, keeping everybody on the same page. Assuming you do implement a huddle and an all-hands style format, I think a deep dive sales meeting a couple times a year is more than enough. The second style of meeting is a deep dive team alignment, and I do mean team. Everybody is included in this. A couple of times a year, if you've implemented the all hands and the huddle style, this is really where the silos get removed and the departments get truly aligned. Salespeople give their top 5 prospects, top 5 customers. Give a quick overview so everybody knows what's going on. Departmental updates, service, what's happening, any new tools, any new techniques, customer relations, what's going on between you and the customers underneath you. Product and engineering, how's that software package coming along? What's next? Allow the teams to present. Let the team present to the teams. It doesn't have to be executive leadership doing all of the talking. Another key factor here is never eat alone. Great book, by the way, if you haven't read it yet. And for this environment, what I'm talking about is have the meals catered in, have a lunch, sales meets with customer relations, have a breakfast, have the engineering and product team come in early, have breakfast with the sales guys. Again, leave the execs out of it. Let the guys build the relationship between each other. Okay. If you have enough time set aside in this alignment deep dive style of meeting, think about a company-wide lunch or breakfast. Have the execs set it up, cook, serve, clean up. It's all about the culture, and you'll be amazed at what happens when it's the execs serving the employees. Even if at worst case, it's an ice cream social, have a blast with everybody in town. Take advantage of the fact that everybody is in town. The next category that I would challenge us with is we should have some type of training. It's either vertical or horizontal. If you've implemented story selling, not everybody is comfortable getting in front of a customer and telling a story. They're very accustomed to an interrogation, but storytelling. So have some training on that. We talked about features and functions and the lack of benefits in today's world. Maybe we should do a session on feature, function, and benefits and let everybody share what they've learned now that you've got all on the same page. AI, great topic for horizontal training right now. Your proposals are going to have AI aspect to it. Your selling is going to have an AI aspect to it. Let's all be on the same page and know about it. You're still going to have a lot of the AI knowledge in marketing or engineering maybe, but don't be afraid to let everybody know how to use it. And lastly, be careful of burnout. I speak from experience. Have a mid-morning and an afternoon break. Maybe bring in coffee, snacks, soda pop, something like that, fruit. Give the guys time for email and phone calls. If you don't, they're going to do it anyways. So at least dedicate the time slots. The other thing I've learned is that if you have a remote force, they're not always in the office. Give them a chance to go schedule one-on-one meetings alone. Critical time as you go forward. Last but not least, find time for some fun. Mini golf, bumper lacrosse, pool. Be careful of the sharks, batting cages, laser tag. Tie it in with the company-wide meeting. Maybe you have yard Jenga or you have cornhole. I just find the time to have everybody have a little bit of fun. It's important because we don't get together as a company that often. So in closing, thank you for joining today's podcast on internal communications, the company-wide meeting. And this now completes the 5 phases of the sales cycle. Sales is evergreen. Mind mapping should be looked at probably a couple of times a year. The markets are changing, our products are changing. Also, if we've implemented this 5 phases, hopefully you've got more stories to sell and tell. Proposals should start to become broader. You're going to have new KPIs for the JBR, and your internal communications will show a growing and expanding company. So I hope you found this successful. Our next podcast will be a modern interpretation on the circle of influence. Special thanks to Nikita Izard, our digital marketing and editing phenom. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the next Brainstorming with Bergeron. Podcasts are also available on Amazon, Apple, and Spotify. To learn more about Mountain Ties, visit our website, mountainties.com, or send me a personal email, steven@mountainties.com. Thanks and have a great day.